Now, how do you inspire your customers? This is kind of a fun topic for me, so I have to keep myself reined in. I'm sorry. We're going to be talking about social marketing. Social marketing is the art of creating a community online. What do I mean by that? Isn't the internet just a great, big, huge community? Well, yeah, but you want to create a market that pertains to your passion, your business, the thing that you love to talk about. Because if you're going to create this community, you have to love talking about it. You're going to use it to be able to create a target market. You want to bring people into your community that are interested in what you have to offer. Okay, like Jane sends out a newsletter every month that talks about, massages and relaxing and holistic and everything. I just read through her newsletter and I want to go, oh, okay, I'll call it. But now you do that online. Take those newsletters, put them online, create articles that are related to that particular topic. And now you have people coming back for more, and for more, and for more. And by the time that they get through reading all of it, they're hitting the buy now. One of the tools that we use is a blog. A blog is basically a single or very small author-specific section of your website. It's kind of like writing an article. So if you guys write articles for the Business Journal, or if you just like writing articles for yourself, or whatever you do, if there's text involved, if you can be subject-specific, if you can crank one out, say, on a weekly basis, I suggest starting a blog. They're very easy to implement. They're contained within your website. And what's the real bonus is that now you have created more keywords that are relative to your business, to what you do, to bring more traffic into your website. The thing about blogs is that you have complete control over the content. You can invite users to come in. They can comment on the things that you've posted, but nobody else can write unless you specifically give them permission. Forums. Much more of a free-for-all kind of atmosphere. You do not have complete control over the content, although you can moderate the content. Forums, instead of being subject-specific, are more industry-specific, a little more encompassing. This particular forum is for a snowmobile club, but the advertisers within that forum have created themselves a little target market of the 500 or 600 people that happen to belong to this particular forum. All the information that gets posted, again, registered users, but they can be posted by anybody. I, who am a visitor of the website, can be interacting with her or with him, and the website owner doesn't necessarily have control over that. So topics can get a little crazy, but again, it's something you keep your eye on, but you've created a place for people to gather, people of like interest, people who have the same passion, to be able to gather and interact and play. Now, there's a boatload of external community sites that you can participate in. eBay is a big one for people who are product-based. Myspace, it's not just for teenagers. Myspace is a fabulous tool to create a profile based on your business where you can post articles, you can post tips and tricks, you can post more information, and most of all, provide links back within your website. So not just the home page, but deep into the other pages, your about pages, your services pages. Why do you want to do this? Because MySpace gets a lot of traffic. YouTube, a video commercial, something that you do, anything that is related to your particular topic, your industry. Make a video about it. Post it up on YouTube. There's a little-known website called Squidoo, which I really love. And not a lot of people have heard of yet, but you will. Squidoo, in Squidoo, what you do is you create what they call a lens. And a lens is a little one-page website, very tight subject, okay? You're going to talk about one thing. On this particular Squidoo lens, I talk about text message marketing, how to market to people on their cell phones, okay? So now I take that Squidoo lens, and I load it up with a boatload of information because it gets ranked better in the search engines than my website does, and I point all over the place to within my website. Same thing with my YouTube video. It's a little commercial, point it over to my website. I am now taking places that have tons and tons and tons of traffic And the people that will stumble across my video, or stumble across my lens, or stumble across my Myspace profile are definitely going to get into my website. So the basic differences that we just that I just ran through. Blogs, one author, subject specific, okay, allows limited interaction between the author and the people that come to visit your particular blog. Nice that you can sell ad space, or you can do Google ads and stuff like that, kind of make a little bit of money back. Forums, many users, many authors, much more of a free-for-all kind of an atmosphere. Registered users can post comments, questions. They can interact with each other. It's not just between the author and the visitor anymore. It is now between all the little people in the community. Industry specific as opposed to subject specific, a little broader. External communities, taking those larger, high traffic, vast communities, creating little corners for yourself to be able to drive more traffic into your website.
Okay, so do you know what your customers think? What's a great way to find out? Ask them. What's a really easy way to do that? An online survey. Most of you have probably seen questionnaires, paper forms, you get them. They might even come with a return envelope, but you probably aren't going to fill them out, but you might. An online survey is pretty much that same concept, but it's taken electronically. So what you can do is you sign up with an application. There's some free ones out there, Boomerang, SurveyMonkey. You go on, you build your questions, and you get a link, and you send that link out to people that you want information from. They fill out the form, and then you can go back into a reporting tool and see all their answers. And it's already set up in a nice chart. It's all done for you. So it's a really great and easy way to do that. What does it look like? This is a SurveyMonkey question. This is a multiple choice question, which best practices on surveys, online surveys, lots of multiple choice, yes, no, things that they can check. Because as you know, who wants to fill out like an ILL box? Leave that to maybe the end when there's a few things you want to find out exactly what they want to say. So you can do this check each of these and it goes through. Once they're done, you can immediately see their data. You can also sign up with a more robust email or more robust online survey tool. We use a company called Wilms, and our survey tool not only allows us to do questions, we can customize it with our logo. We can add pictures and graphics based on campaigns that we're doing, and you get some really great usage out of that. One example that we have is our editorial teams are constantly revising the editions of our textbooks, and they can grab our email list of instructors in their area from our email database program, and they can shoot out an email at noon, and by 3 o'clock they have 200 things that instructors have said about that book, and now they can create the next book with all those things involved. And the instructors are happy to help us. Now, if we're talking to B2C, or maybe some of our customers or professionals, we need to do something like this one on the left. We need to give them a contest or a prize to incent them, because they don't know us as well as our instructors do, and they're less likely to fill out that survey unless you give them some kind of a motivational tool. So as you're building your surveys, think, is this a group of customers that I'm going to give them something, or are they really sort of partners with us and they want to help us make our product better for them? The other thing you want to think about is the number of questions. You want to keep your surveys as short as possible. Before you even start writing your questions, think what your objective is. Don't just ask a question to ask it. If you're not going to need the answer, don't ask them. Keep it short and simple, and you'll get a lot better results.